Probably gonna be the one who
but he beat him to the club,
winning this, and Kendrick drops the club record.
And I did not expect that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kendrick beat him to the club.
That's crazy.
That's usually Drake move.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So Drake's company, Frozen Moments, filed a petition in a New York court on Monday, accusing the streaming service Spotify and Universal Music Group of conspiring to inflate the streams of Kendrick Lamar's hit diss track, Not Like Us. Not Like Us being the result of Kendrick Lamar and Drake's year-long beef, broke records on the Billboard rap charts, retaining the top spot all summer. Frozen Moments, which is described in the filing as an entity wholly owned by Drake, alleges that Universal Music Group launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves with Not Like Us via bots and pay-for-play agreements. The filing alleges the song was licensed to Spotify at a 30% discount in exchange for a boost in recommendation to users. The track now has over 900 million streams on Spotify. That's according to the service. The petition also alleges UMG used bots to drive up streams on Not Like Us, paid radio promoters to increase airplay, and even paid tech giant Apple to have its voice assistant Siri misdirect users to Kendrick Lamar's hit song.
Probably gonna be the one who
but he beat him to the club,
winning this, and Kendrick drops the club record.
And I did not expect that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kendrick beat him to the club.
That's crazy.
That's usually Drake move.
He got to the club that night.
He
put that out. I would say Not Like Us came out around like 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, PM on the East Coast. It was in the clubs that night.
Right.
And people knew the words of it at the club because that night.
It was such an easy record to sing along to, bro.
It was a bop.
All of the knife in the chest moments, it was like A minor. Like, it is call and response on the words.
But everybody was paying attention to just They Not Like Us. Like that, the chorus, that part, like the hook, like.
Well, and then that Atlanta
and
verse.
then once you really start dying, like, damn, he said this, hold up. She said this, oh, hold up, what the fuck, hold up.
The brilliance of that song is because the first two records is a typical diss record bop, right? And then he saved the last verse for like, all right, everybody listen up. When we was hauling chains,
like be out here calling
us baby for this, 2 chains for this. He took. We was talking about this before the show. The biggest thing that Kendrick took from Drake was the cool factor from him.
Yeah,
he cut him off from credibility.
Yeah,
he cut him off from everybody because everybody made him credible. Yeah. His associations made him credible, and he made it like you can stand with him if you a sucker. I mean, I'm not a sucker.
Exactly.
Are you a sucker?
Yeah. He made you choosing the Lions, though. That's what happened.
Yeah.
I equate it to like Emperor's New Clothes. It's like Drake been walking around naked and we all been like, he got a fly ass outfit on, and Kendrick came like, that nigga's naked.
That's facts.
Everybody, stop it. Cut it out.
Yo, and you talk about him forcing people to claim allegiances. That's what he did to DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, like
LeBron James, the Hoopers had to pick a side.
That was part of the taking the cool away, right? Like Drake was always a dude at all the NBA joints. Everybody's coming to dap him courtside. That pop out concert happens,
bro. That pop out concert is, to me, that was one of the biggest blows of the whole battle. I never seen someone throw a fuck you party with all your friends.
That was a
fuck you party and all his friends came.
That was a cultural shakeup right there. Like that made you, that concert, that show made you, what side you on? Yeah. Like, fuck, let's get to it. Like, what side you on?
Hold on, right? all your friends and people in, like, the gang you not in. Yeah. Like, it was your enemies too. Yeah. They brokered peace over Drake's dead body.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What made it tough, right? What made it tough?
Drake should have grabbed one of them niggas while he was getting, you know what I mean? Grab one of them niggas that's around, and you know what I'm saying? And like, nigga, like, you know what I mean? This right here is gonna, this is a bigger move. I gotta really figure this shit out. Like, you catching me right now. Boom, get that off. But I gotta choke one of these other niggas out. I think that's trying to do that. That's the first thing they tell you as your family, your uncle sit you down, nigga. If you getting jumped, nigga, grab one. But did they he said 20v1, nigga. He knew it.
But didn't somebody shoot up the Weeknd's house?
Yeah,
we forgot about that. The Canadians was beefing.
The Weeknd is easy because he in Toronto and all that. You can get to the Weeknd.
Yeah.
You gotta grab one of these US niggas. You get what I'm saying? I ain't saying that it would have worked, but I'm just saying, like, because
we play Monday morning quarterback now.
That's what I would have done. The fucked up situation right there. And they made real people in the industry, and this is a fucked up part. They made real people in the industry choose.
Yeah.
because now if you fuck with Drake, you look like a sucker, and you know what I mean? There's only certain niggas that can go out there and fuck with Drake.
Right.
Or you see a lot of niggas just falling back and not saying anything.
Right.
Those are niggas that's fucking with Drake. You get what I'm saying? But they don't want to get caught in that crossfire. Kendrick still has ammo.
Yeah.
He ain't done yet. He going to Grammy. He going to Super Bowl. He's not. He going on tour right after that.
They doing 2 shows in Toronto at the stadium.
So what I'm saying is Drake should have grabbed one of them niggas. That's all I'm saying, and I don't give a fuck.
You should still be putting out songs about Rick Ross. Says he's like right now.
So, all right, so you would rather him? All right. So he has 2 choices. Put hands on somebody.
Not even hands. I'm just saying in conceptually, like right, you know what I mean? Like, not even hands. Just metaphorically, like you gotta
yoke someone up.
Right.
Metaphorically yoke someone up.
Yes.
Or the path he chose, the lawsuit.
Nah, fuck the lawsuit. Because you let if that's really because that's a different business play. You know what I'm saying? So you let the people behind the scenes handle that.
Right.
Kendrick maybe got a hold of that, and you don't know how that game is being played because that's high level shit.
For sure.
Only thing I'm saying is all of these niggas was shooting shots. Maybe rightfully so. That's not for me to judge.
Mm-hmm.
Drake, grab one of these niggas. Any one of them niggas like that you could go whip their ass. Because if you grab the wrong nigga, then it's over.
Yeah.
Right? So that was the thing you had to figure out who was the right nigga to grab. But with that being said, you're supposed to grab somebody. I'd have kept my foot on the weekend. That's the weekend. Keep it on his neck. Pause.
Right.
You gotta put the pressure on somebody. I wouldn't have let up on one of them.
If I'm playing Monday morning quarterback, I think what you said meant a lot, right? Like he was shooting at too many people when it was happening. He was going at Rocky. He was going at Ross.
He just wanted to see who was.
He had a little something for Future.
Who had ammo
for everybody. And Kendrick was like, "Nah, fuck you."
And everybody else is like, nah, Kenny got it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what I'm saying. So now you want me to catch a head up fade after y'all just 20v1 me. Nah, nigga. Y'all all gonna get it. Somebody gotta get it right now. Like somebody, I'm on their neck.
You know how I knew Drake was like really hurt? The day after the fuck you party, right?
Yeah.
He posted on Instagram and it was just a picture of him and KD like chilling in his yard.
Shout out to
KD's a real friend though. That's a
the real homie. But it was very clear that Drake was like, this is my only friend.
I was in such a difficult position trying to figure out if this made me respect Kevin Durant or lose respect for Kevin Durant. And somehow I landed on full on respect. And really decided like,
whole world's going against my boy. Now I'm
going to stand with him.
But it was the fact that Drake needed to post it. Yes. It was the fact he needed to post it. Like, I got friends. You know what I mean? It was like, all right, bro.
He probably was like, man, post that shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Knowing him, he probably like, man, post. I might give a fuck about. Because at the end of the day, like me personally, I don't have no seat in the race. You get what I'm saying? So if I'm cool with you, like, if I can do what I do to bring this together, if it's out of my hands, I can't do nothing about that.
That's the thing. Right. A lot of but
there's no need for me to say shit. You know what I mean?
It's this dude that I work with that was explaining to me about how he couldn't turn his back on Drake right now. Like Drake needed him more than ever, and I'm like, so what?
Nah, that's real.
Drake needs me more than ever.
Drake, man, you gonna be all right, champ. I'm telling you, champ, you gonna be all right.
LL Cool J told him that, and then it got worse.
Let Kendrick do his thing. You feel me? Let Kendrick do his thing. Let him ride out. Let him, Kendrick is on it right now, champ. Right. So we gotta let him. Boom. But you still doing your thing behind the scenes. We all know that. And you bubbling right now, quietly. When it's your time, you gonna have your time, champ. You know what I mean? Like right now, we took a L. This is what happens in culture. You know what I mean? Now we get to work and we come back.
People keep saying
we
Drake gonna be all right, and I'm like, is he? We
gotta strategize.
He gonna be all right.
I see no evidence to indicate this.
He got the OVO collab with NFL for Super Bowl.
I think money-wise, he will always be fine. I don't think he gonna MC Hammer himself.
I ain't talking about money. Good. Nigga ain't losing on me. He ain't losing sleep on no money.
No, of course not. But I just mean in the way he was in, he can't be put in GOAT conversations no more.
Because
I
he
just don't
lost
think
a
he
battle.
Well, if you
It's
ever,
the way he lost it. You can lose a battle.
if you ever put him in a GOAT conversation, that's your fault,
People did.
we shouldn't blame Drake for that.
Hey,
it's
man.
not his fault that people said such stupid things. You know what I mean? Like we can't blame
It can't be
him.
that stupid, man. Like, listen, I know
That was a ridiculous
It's very
idea.
easy to be anti-Drake in 2024.
Greatest of all time was a preposterous idea.
There are very few
Why would he be though?
rappers.
Considered one of the greatest
There
of all
are
time.
very few
Yeah,
rappers
right.
He
who
is
have had.
maybe the most commercially successful rapper, but we cannot allow that to be a substitute for being
LL
the
was
greatest
that too, and
rapper.
we love LL.
But LL, see, to me though, LL was a whole different sort of animal though. Like LL, there's a street edge element that LL could provide that Drake couldn't give. You know what I mean?
Agree. You have a point.
I
Yes.
think Drake sold a lot of records and stayed popular for a really long time. But like he's not like Jay-Z. He's not a better rapper than Jay-Z, and I don't think Jay-Z is the greatest rapper of all time.
But I'll tell you this though, Drake will have a hit record, he'll have a lady record, but then he'll put out like a 6 p.m. in New York.
Drake is
He'll
really
put out-
nice though,
he'll
man.
put out
That
joints.
nigga's
where
Yeah,
he
I
he
think
really
nice.
rap.
That nigga's
No.
talented, bro.
He's all time. Like I'm not saying he can't rap. I'm
Like
not
if
saying
you tell
he's
the
not.
story of hip hop, like Drake's gonna
He's
have a
up
chapter.
there. He's the dude for the
Yeah.
last 10 years or so. I'm saying that to
100%.
put him above everybody else was a place. Like, look, I can't put Kendrick over Cube. I just don't think he's a better rapper than Cube. You can show me a resume, but I don't do this
Old
based
nigga
on
shit.
resume.
Okay.
You know what I
Old
mean?
nigga
Like,
shit right here.
I tell you this, you play
Oh,
straight,
Angry
go play
Vets,
straight
man.
out of Compton and go play Death Certificate and tell me
Nah, that's a fact.
that dude ain't that dude.
Oh, Cube was that
Understood.
guy. Cube was that guy.
There's a whole generation of people, the way you look at Cube are gonna look at Kendrick.
I don't blame him.
A big reason why Kendrick won this beef is because taking away the culture part of it, he made Drake look like he didn't have a home base. It was like, dude, you take from Atlanta, you take from New York, you take from Texas, you take from what does Toronto sound? If I ask you what does a Toronto artist sound like, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I feel like I can give you an
Kendrick
answer, but
said,
it wouldn't be
I'm
Drake.
the West, I'm LA, I'm Cali, and fuck you if you ain't with
Yep.
it. We playing this West Coast shit.
What's
And
the
everybody
Toronto
was like,
sound?
cool.
Like you-
No, but it's a lot more Caribbean. Like it's like Carmelo,
It is,
like Carmelo, Fish Island, those sorts of
Yeah,
cats.
It's a fusion.
Yeah, like they have a sound. It's not Drake's sound.
It's not Drake
Yeah.
sound. That's the
They
thing.
Lost Boys and Vibes Cartel, like
Yeah.
blended together. out
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean?
But you can make the argument Drake is the Toronto sound, and Kendrick was like, "You're a culture vulture. Like you don't really have a sound. You don't really have."
From a strategy standpoint, you can't, and like you ain't see no strategy executed like this in a long time.
Nah.
Like super high level, super professional. Like it's professional, it's street, it's everything between.
Even
Like this
every
has been
layer.
executed every layer, and it's like it's tasteful. Like you know, what I mean? It's classy. It's like elevated.
And it means
Like it's
something.
people that is walking around at parties with tuxedos and fashion parties, and you know, it's they playing that, they dancing to that, they vibing. They don't even, some of them don't even know what the fuck Kendrick is saying in there, but they know they not like us. And that right there is the new "We in the Club" by 50 Cent. Like that, we gonna hear that forever.